Hello, my misfitting ghouls and the like. Yes, here we are in sunny Stoke-on-Trent. Um, the wind is still a bit chilly, but no rain today. Um, I thought what I would try and do, because you probably don't all realise what I actually do. Don't just sing on the videos or talk bullshit. So I was going to give you like a little workshop tour of where all the magic happens. Um, yeah, I mean it's. I should have. I have swept up a little bit, but it's not as clean as it could be. But I'm just going to give you a workshop to it, and just show you what happens here. Yeah, so I mean, I'll just talk you through what I actually do in the week, or try to, and at weekends. I try to run craft woodworking workshops, but that does involve also making musical instruments when when the when the time is right, or the customer or the client is asking for that sort of thing. So one of the main instruments that I make on my in my little crafty place is called the strumstick. I think I have shown it this misfits before, but just for those people who haven't seen it, I'll just get one. Just bear with me a second because it's only over here. So I make these little things. So yeah, that's a strumstick. It's a three-string dulcimer basically, and classification for dulcimer is because the fret spacing is slightly different than say a normal guitar. In fact, there's less frets, so it sort of stays in a major key. So it's like do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, and almost impossible to make a bad note on here. It's tuned to D, A, D, so we've got a low D and a top D, and in the middle we've got an A. So obviously if you use the thinner string for melodies, usually, not all the time, but usually the two other strings, the D and the A here, they can drone, and that drone gives you some sort of backing to your tune. So the example was that when I started, you were doing something like that, you know. So that's the example for that. But you can actually play chords on it. You can play, you can finger pick, you can do rhythmic things. So it's, you know, you can bar all the frets, sorry, all the strings, and so you can completely and get tones from that and play from those bars. So if I bar those, if I bar at the third, sorry, at the second fret there, and then I've got these fingers to do sort of these things, I can go. As you can see. So for a little instrument, it's very versatile. And if you put a capo on the very first fret here, you will get a major scale. So I haven't got the capo because it's over there, so I'll just put my finger on there, put my finger on and go. Now we're in this Celtic melody, we're in this minor key. We're in this key, it's a minor key. And then, of course, if it's the normal DAD, now it's in the happy clappy mode, and you go, now I'm in this key. Oh, yes, I am in this key. So that's the beauty of the strum stick that I make here. And that's some of the craft workers who come with me. Some of the students make that in one day. I'll put that back. Yeah. So yeah, I'll quickly show you all the things that I would be making. I would be making something like this dusty, quite dusty bandsaw box, which this one is, they obviously all have a drawer. There's the drawer that comes out of the box. And we can do those in different shapes. That's all done on the bandsaw, where the term bandsaw box comes in. So yeah, that takes, if somebody comes in and makes a bandsaw box, it's about 5.5 hours to do that. And it starts as a great big block of wood, like sort of this, for example. So it's a really big, chunky, as you can see, a big, thick piece of. And usually what I try and do, not on this particular one, but I try and do stripes. So I go for a light colour, dark colour, light colour, dark colour. And then when it's cut and shaped, you then get these lovely bands of colour going around your box. Yeah, and it sort of accentuates, great word, it accentuates the curves on the box. I'll show you another one. This is a popular one that's very dusty. That'll be a little bit better. Hold on. So this is the other shape. This is very popular. That's got a really nice some curvy shape, curvy lines on it. If you can see that. Oh, that's 20% off if anybody wants that one. You know, I can always make another one. But anyway, so that's that shape. And the other popular one is, bear with me, this one. That's a really popular shape. Again, nice drawer there. That's the box itself. Oh yeah, I put a finish on this one, polyurethane, a while ago. Just wanted to see how it would look, rather than just the oiled finish, which I generally do as an oil finish. But this one I wanted it a bit glossy, so that's why it is shining quite well. There you go. So that fits in there, and that's that shape as well. Yeah, so and I do a jewellery box. Takes a bit longer, probably 8 or 9 hours in a day. You could do this though, but it is possible. I'll just knock some of the dust off again with the brush. It's a very dusty environment, and I actually am not very good at putting a mask on, because as you can see, most of the time I can't see without putting close up without putting the glasses on. And if I have an actual respirator or a mask here, then I breathe out and the steam goes up inside the glasses and I can't see. So the best thing to do is to get rid of the mask, and my eyes are fine then. But anyway, that's just my problem. So yeah, this is the quite happy with how these turn out. This is a jewellery box, much more traditional, as you can see. Lovely little clasp on there. We've got an inlay that goes all the way around. That's a mahogany inlay. Oh, actually, no, that's walnut. So that's walnut. And inside the lid there, if I open the lid, there's a bit of walnut on the inside there, on the inside of the top of the box. And in this one, there's a tray. Tray comes out, and you can put other stuff at the bottom. So it's like 2-tier. So there's that one. Using just like brass hinges on the back there for that one. And I have put these lovely little feet on this one. So just lifts it up off off your lovely coffee table. So that can be made in a day. That one. I also do make occasionally, but not that often, I make clocks, and I tend to just draw them out on a piece of paper first, then I make a pattern, and then if I'm happy with it, I make one, and if I really like it, I make another. But it's always like anything, when you're just doing it from a drawing, you have to just try first. So these are my Art Deco clocks. Again, just basically straight out of my head, using, in this particular example, can you see that there? Yeah, okay. In this particular example, I'm using a more reddish wood there called Paduk, which we use in the guitars sometimes. So that's Paduk. This is light oak. And then in the center, I think that's maple. So that's, oh, and there's a mechanism inside at the back there, as you can see, and a little battery. But yeah, that's one of the Art Deco clocks that I do. There's another one up there actually. But yeah, I'll get hold of the phone now and I'll just walk you around the actual workshop, so as you know what it's all about, and show you where things are done. So you come in through this door. I'll just show you the door as I enter. So you come in through that door, which is the woodworking decor. So into here, and the first thing that you should see is the bandsaw over there. Yeah. And so I have the main machinery is the sander. Oh, can you see that? Is the sander and disc here. So there's that one. Yeah, so there's that machine there. And the second machine is this one, which is a scroll saw for doing the fine stuff. It'll cut out sort of letters in things like that. Quite thick wood. And then after the scroll saw, we have the table mounted router. So it's a like a bench router or bench table router. That's this one. Yeah, there's the motor there. Then after that particular machine, we move to this one. This is I'll just move that. This is called the oscillating sander. The oscillating sander goes up and down here and round and round. I won't switch it on because it's a bit noisy. But that's the oscillating sander with different sized sanding sleeves, which are all here at the back. I can change the diameter there. After that one, under there, which I can't get out now because it's quite big, but under the oscillating sander there's a planer thicknesser. Yeah, that's quite a big machine. And then the smaller stuff we have over here, got my hand on it. That's a pedestal drill. So I put a drill bit in there, and I drill down and drill a very precise 90-degree perpendicular holes here on that particular thing. The on and off is here. Yeah. And then the workhorse of the place, which is the bandsaw here. This is Electra Beckham. It's a German make. It's been a great. I mean, it's getting old now, actually, like me, but it's really done some work. It's a great machine, that is. Floor standing, so it's nearly, well, I'm at least nearly 6 foot, so it's well over 5 foot. Yeah, so that's the bandsaw, and then two of the most dangerous things in the room. We have the miter saw, which is this one's a DeWalt one. So if you see that, got my hand on the yellow bit there. So that comes down there like that and cuts. You could call it a chop saw, but because it does miters for me a lot, I call it a miter saw, that one. And then underneath the miter saw, where I'm pointing now, what it's sitting on, that's a table saw. So there's a blade there underneath there, and that blade is coming like this way. Oh yeah, so the blade is about as big as that one there at the back. So it's quite a big blade. That's my hand there, so it's quite a big blade. That's in that saw. Yeah. So in total, like we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and if you count the plunge router, which is this one, it's 10 sort of woodworking machines that I utilise during my working week. So yeah, I hope this wasn't overly boring. Some of the guitars that I have actually made. I don't know if I showed you these before, but so I think the camera is showing things the wrong way round. So it looks like a left-handed guitar, but they're not. They're all right-handed. It's the camera that's making it look like this. But so so this one here is quite difficult actually. I need one of those sticks you can hold your camera on, but I haven't got one. So that's a Gibson Explorer shape I did using some lovely woods there, which is Amazic, and I used Amazic on the Telecaster looking one there. That's a Telecaster with a maple neck. That's a Gibson with like a rosewood neck actually. And then I made this quite funky thing, which is a while ago, which was I don't get right up on that, but it's quite a crazy one. But that's a steampunk inspired guitar with a working clock and LEDs, which I had a bit of fun doing. So yeah, that's basically it. Oh, and that's one of my pictures. I don't know if you've seen that one. Did an oil painting a while ago with one of the other chaps here, and that's my almost my next to last painting that I did. So it's only about 3 months old, that I think. So yeah, quite happy with that, how that turned out. So yeah, yeah, and on this wall we have the strum sticks are hanging up there, a guitar, a ukulele, some templates, and then the rest of the stuff is just hanging around on the walls. Some clamps on the back of the doors here. So all my clamps are here. Some specialised chisels and cutting things here, all on this wall. The little stuff that I need. pliers and straight edges, different twist bits, pliers, different different types of planes, hammers and saws, and a drill obviously there, and then a computer here which I put on occasionally, and that's basically the workshop. So I hope that wasn't too boring. 20 minutes on here. So hope everybody's okay. Keep posting. Free Lucy. Free. Free everybody. Ciao, babies.